Hello everyone. So today we will see what is AWS Elastic Beanstalk. You just need to know what it is and how it is different from CloudFormation. In CloudFormation, as we saw in the last lecture, it's very scripted. It's all using JSON YAML scripts. You can create massive templates and deploy resources at scale. But it's really used by advanced AWS users. Elastic Beanstalk is aimed at developers who have no knowledge, no idea about AWS. They will basically just provision a WordPress site. They don't want to learn cloud formation for this. They all wanna do is at the click of a button. So Elastic Beanstalk is an easy to use service that deploys, manages and scales web applications and services for you. Elastic Beanstalk uses managed containers that support environments such as Java, .NET, PHP, Node.js, Python, Ruby, Go, and Docker. On familiar servers such as Apache HTTP servers, Apache Tomcat, Nginx, Passenger, and IIS. Elastic Beanstalk leverages familiar AWS services such as Amazon EC2, S3, SNS, Elastic Load Balancers, and autoscaling. You can simply upload your code and Elastic Beanstalk automatically handles the deployment from capacity provisioning, load balancing, autoscaling to application health monitoring, everything. At the same time, you retain full control over the AWS resources powering your application and can access the underlying resources at any time. So you have access. You means it's not that Amazon will be taking full care of it. If you want, you can also take care of your resources. And there is no additional charge for Elastic Beanstalk. Means this is totally free, and you only pay for the AWS resources needed to store and run your applications. So, what are the benefits of AWS Elastic Beanstalk? It is easy to start with. Elastic Beanstalk is the fastest and simplest way to deploy your app on AWS. You simply use the AWS Management Console, a Git repository, or an integrated development environment IDE to upload your application, and Elastic Beanstalk automatically handles the deployment details of capacity provisioning, load balancing, auto scaling, and application health monitoring. And within minutes, your application will be ready to use without any infrastructure or resource configuration work. Developer productivity. So you do not need to think of how to provision your resources, how to configure your resources. Those will be taken care by AWS fully. So you just need to spend, the developer just can spend time on developing their applications, and there's no need of expertising the resources, how to provision, configuration, and operating the infrastructure. Auto scaling options. It is Elastic Load Balancer automatically scales up and down your application based on application specific need using easily adjustable auto scaling settings. Then complete resource control. You have the freedom to select your AWS resources such as Amazon EC2 instance type that are optimal for your application. You can customize it. You can manage and updates, or the updates will be taken care by the Elastic Beanstalk itself, and it is cost effective since no cost is involved in creating the Elastic Load Balancer. So let's go and launch an Elastic Beanstalk, and let's see how this works. Let's go to our AWS Management Console. So here we are in our AWS console. I just searched it previously, and where do we find it? Actually, it can be your one of your questions in your certification exams. Elastic Beanstalk, you can get it in compute. It is one of the compute resources. You can get it in here. So I've just clicked in there, and if you have not if you have not created any Elastic Beanstalk till now, you will get a screen like this, and from here you need to create the application. And let me give the application as infra experts Elastic Beanstalk. The application tags, if you want, let me give name. Name is a reserved key, so title, my PB. The platform you need to choose. Let us go with PHP platform, and this will be taking the branches of our platform version and all. The application code, the sample application, let me take one sample application from there, or you can upload your code from here, from source origin, local file, public S3. From here you can get. I'll be going ahead with my sample application. Then configure more options. If you want, from here you can you can get these if the instances which these all are currently in default values, the capacity and all these all are default values. If you want, you can change this. I'm just showing you how to do it. And right now let us create the application. So this is creating the application. You can see here creating environment infra experts, and from here you can see the events, what all the log, what all things are happening right now. It is the environment creation is right now in progress. You're using Elastic Beanstalk US East as Amazon S3 storage bucket for environment data. So these all are getting created. I'll just pause the video until this gets created. So currently my resources have been provided, and you can see the health is okay. The running version is sample application version, and from the recent events you can see what all have been created. One environment has been launched and application available at this. So this is the PHP application. Congratulations. And I need to work on this. If you need, you can work on this. And then one instance has been provided with this name, and one EC2 instance has been provided. So let us see whether this has been allocated or not. So we do have one running instances in here. So this is the instance ID and the name infra experts Elastic Beanstalk -env. This has been created. So let me go back to my Elastic Beanstalk dashboard, and let me delete this. The URL is present, the application name is this, running version, and the platform you can see from here. The platform state is supported, and tier name is web server. So let me just delete this. From actions, you can go ahead and you can restart the app servers, you can rebuild the environment, you can also terminate the environment. I'll just terminate it, and let me see whether terminating this will terminate my environment or not. So as you saw in our previous videos also, if you want to delete or terminate any EC2 instance, any S3 or any environment or any resources, you need to confirm it once by delete me, or you need to put your resource name in there. Similarly, in here also you need to put the resource name, enter the name of the environment to confirm. So this is my environment name, and terminate. So this is currently terminating, and you can see from the events that terminate environment is starting. And let me see what's the condition of my EC2 instance right now. You can see from here that the running instances currently it is 1, so it has just started to terminate it, and right now it is in running state, and this will be terminated. So currently the status has changed to shutting down instance, and after which this will get terminated. I'll just pause the video until this gets terminated. So currently we can see the status of this of our EC2 instance has been changed to terminated. So this so right now our Elastic Beanstalk, that also has been deleted. So the health is pending, and you can see waiting for the so currently it is still waiting for the information in here, and remove the EC2 instance from your environment. So likewise this will get deleted from your dashboard. So that is all about Elastic Beanstalk. It is a very small session, and in our next video we will be seeing about multiple applications like SQS, SWF, SNS and others. Those will be mostly theoretical sessions, and we will check, we will see on those. So that's all about today's session. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Please do like, subscribe and share. Thank you.